Hello.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I find I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel for today's video. I am going to the doctor's or the hospital that we normally do our infertility treatments at. The reason why I have to go to the doctor's is because I am currently 5 days late on my period, and like I mentioned before in my last video, I have very, very irregular periods. So with this cycle being unmedicated and I wasn't able to do the whole IUI process, we had to do it naturally. I'm kind of confused or concerned about why I haven't gotten my period yet. I know I did take a pregnancy test a couple days ago, about the day before I was supposed to start testing, so on 13 days past ovulation, and I got a very noticeable faint line. Not something that you have to squint at, not something that was just like not there, but if you squint hard enough it was there. It wasn't very pigmented or anything, but I didn't have to squint, my friends didn't have to squint, like whoever saw the test was just like, no, I see it. So I got excited and I decided I was going to take a digital test. Now for me, that was the dumbest thing that I could have done, because when I took my test for the digital one, it came back not pregnant. So I'm just confused. I'm pretty much just like, am I or am I not? Is it just my period that's delayed, or what's going on? So I'm going to the doctor's to get my blood work done, hopefully later today. I'm going in pretty late. I actually planned on going sooner, like 9 in the morning, and it is currently 2. But I planned on going sooner because I knew I would have for sure gotten the test and everything, but I am going to see if I can get it today. If not, I will find out tomorrow morning. But first, I gotta get something to drink because my mouth is disgustingly dry. I feel the whole cotton mouth, the whole like stickiness. So I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I will be vlogging on the way to the hospital and inside. So I will see you then. Just got my drink and we are now on our way to the hospital. I am excited and nervous to find out the results. I'm excited because, again, this is something that my husband and I have been trying for 2 years, and it's something that is just really important for us. But I'm so nervous because I'm scared to be told again, like I was many times before, that I'm not pregnant. And for me, that is just the most scariest thing ever, because a weight just drops into your stomach and onto your heart. Like, okay, another fail. Alright, like, you start to begin in panic about so many factors with just not infertility, but like, are you messing with God's plan? Are you ruining something that God has intended for you to go through? And kind of just tweaking with it. I spoke to one of my friends about this yesterday. Like, I'm excited and I'm thrilled that we're even able to begin the process of conceiving and having a baby. And yes, it makes me genuinely happy that we're going through it, and that ultimately at the end of the day we're gonna be having a baby. But am I messing with what God wanted me to go through? Am I messing with his plans for me? And I never really thought of it that way until like yesterday, that like, what if God just wanted me to go through this? What if God wanted me to struggle with infertility and possibly just not be able to carry my own child? Like, what if that was his plan and I'm messing with it? I'm ruining his creations and his plans for us, and that just does not sit easy with me. It really just messes with your mind. And okay, buddy, just stop in the middle. Awesome. I don't know, it's a sticky situation, and it's a tough topic. I don't want to ruin what he already has planned for me, is ultimately what I'm trying to get at. And I don't know, like, it worries me that what if I am messing with his like plans for us? Like, what's gonna happen? And I don't know. I'm rambling on now, but I don't know, it's just something to really think about and to consider with everything, because I am a very firm believer of everything happens for a reason. You go through everything in your life for a reason. Why? Because God has intended for you to do that, for you to go through that and to experience it. But at the same time, I'm kind of contradicting myself when I think he has plans for us to get pregnant, but we're struggling so much with trying to get pregnant that I'm tweaking with his plans. And it just really freaking sucks. I hate having those thoughts, and I hate feeling like this, and I hate that ultimately I'm probably messing up or screwing up something that I was initially supposed to go through, and it just does not sit well with me. But then ultimately I think about when we are to have a baby and the process that we're going through to conceive, and then I look at it in my eyes like God is probably looking down on us thinking like, I am so proud of you that you are fighting for something that you want so bad. You guys are going through something that is tough, and I put you through this so that you can find this way to have a baby. I look at it at two different types of ways, that like I'm messing with his plans, but he's putting us through this and gave us these options for a reason. So I don't know, it just sucks. It really does. And I'm gonna get emotional just thinking about this. So topic change. I hate it, freaking hate driving in Hawaii. Even though the scenery is nice and it's beautiful and the weather's perfect, I hate driving in Hawaii. The lanes, you guys, are just super small. They're small and they're narrow, and the lanes will merge from like one lane into 5 big lanes, and it's just gives me anxiety. One thing I genuinely hate about going to Tripler, and for something simple like this, normally when we have major appointments like ultrasounds, getting medications, and like checking up on that and everything, we normally leave about 30 minutes to an hour before my appointment, only because it is so freaking hard to find parking in this place. There's a section where I normally go to first, like that's right in front of the place that I need to get to, and it's just like right there. So for me to just park there, it's a lot simpler, but everybody wants to park there, and most of the parking there is for mothers in labor, But then they have like a designated area for people who just park, if that makes any sense. And I normally get there, but all of those are freaking full, and then I'll like do laps around that spot just to make sure that I even can get a place. Parking is an absolute nightmare here, and especially like if you're wanting to park super close to where I normally park, I have to do laps around and around and around this little parking thing. And again, the parking spots for you to even park in are extremely freaking small, and people literally park like right next to each other where you barely have any room to like get out. And it's so stressful, and I hate parking in the parking garage, because even though it's a parking garage specifically for the hospital, never find parking. Again, have to go up and down 5 stories of parking at least 2 or 3 times just to get parking spots, and it just sucks. Just got my blood work done, and not once, if you can see that, but twice. The lady who did my test was a student, and she could not find a vein at all, so she had to prick me a couple times, but the blood work is now done, and I will wait here. I think that's what I'm gonna do, instead of just waiting at home to call, and then if I'm not pregnant, I'm gonna have to come back and pick up progesterone. That's pretty much just to force a period out since I'm late. So if worst case scenario is I'm not pregnant, then I can just stay here and call and pick up my prescription and go home, compared to going at home, calling, and then coming right back. But we shall see. I will keep you guys updated. So I just got my results back from my blood work, and they unfortunately came back negative, which just genuinely really sucks. The only thing that we're gonna do this month is they are going to prescribe me Provera, which is to let me get my period, and then we will try again this cycle unmedicated, because my body was able to ovulate, but it just sucks. I have now 3 failed IUIs, 1 failed medicated cycle, and 2 failed unmedicated, or 1 failed unmedicated. Like, I didn't think I was going to be upset, and I didn't think it was gonna hit me this hard. But it is. Like, I'm happy that my body was able to do what it needed to do on its own, and I'm happy that she did it, but at the same time, it's so frustrating hearing those words that you're not pregnant, unfortunately, like, this didn't work, and it's so much to take in, and it's so much that it's more pain and, like, aggression towards this whole thing, because I want it to work so badly, and I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why my body's not taking the medication, and I don't know, like, I don't know, and it just sucks. I don't know how else to describe it, because I want a baby so bad, and I don't know if me forcing this is what's making me not get pregnant, but, like, I don't know what else to do. And I know it's not the end of the world, and I know we're gonna get pregnant. Like, I know it. I just hate not knowing when, or the what ifs start to come in, and it plays a huge toll. Like, I genuinely thought that I was. So tomorrow I will hopefully begin taking my medication to get my period started. and we will have to reset and do everything over again, and hopefully next month or this month when we try, it happens, and that I'm not as stressed and I'm not as worried about if I am or if I'm not. God, I'm so upset that I signed up for this. I signed up to go through this, and I signed up to try, and when you try, there is a high chance that it's not going to work. But I just don't think I've mentally prepared myself for every single fail. And I act like this all the time when I find out if I am or, like, if I am or not. When I always hear the words that I'm not, or get the test results that I'm not, or see blatantly on a test that I'm not, I just can't help but feel so frustrated and so defeated, and like, I just don't know. And it breaks my heart because I'm gonna have to tell Tyler that I'm not. I have to tell him that I went in and took my test and it wasn't. And that breaks my heart because I know he wants to be a dad. But he's more understanding of the process than I am, which I applaud him for, because I wish I had that strength. I wish I didn't get my hopes up every single time. And for him, it's just like, if you are, you are, and if you're not, then that's why we keep trying. Like, I'm not going to get my hopes up because I don't want to feel sad and depressed if I'm not, is how he looks at it. And God, I want to do that so bad. I want to just relax and not put my body through this and not wonder if I am or if I'm not. It just sucks. And I just don't know what to do anymore. But with that being said, sorry for crying. So many emotions, so much stuff to process and start all over and continue on with this journey. I will check back in with you guys, how the medication is going and if it did work for me. Normally it does, but I will make a infertility update vlog maybe within like the next week or two, just when my body's gotten used to medication and the whole process and all of that. But until that video, I think I'm gonna do something a little bit more uplifting. Let me know if you want me to do a video with Tyler, if you want me to tell a story time, maybe talk about how life is as a military wife, any of that. But until then, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I'm taking my time on my ride.